Zoo Day Disaster. Chapter 4. Squidward! Oh, Squidward! SpongeBob was pounding on his grouchy neighbor's front door. He was sure Squidward liked him so much that he could never hate him no matter what. Rubbing his bald head, Squidward opened the door. SpongeBob! He growled. Do you have to knock so loudly? Sorry, neighbor, apologized SpongeBob. At the zoo, Claymo was crying louder than ever. Squidward rubbed his temples with his tentacles. Oh, he moaned. That overgrown oyster is giving me a headache. I can't even take my afternoon beauty nap. SpongeBob laughed nervously. Hey, funny thing you should mention that old oyster. For a second, he thought about telling Squidward the whole truth. But then he saw Squidward frowning grumpily. SpongeBob decided that maybe he'd better be a little more indirect. Let's just say I know this guy, he continued uneasily, who may have something to do with the oyster crying. Squidward looked thrilled. You mean you know the guy who upset Claymoo? He asked eagerly. SpongeBob swallowed so hard with a loud gulp. Oh, this is great! Exclaimed Squidward. You and I can go turn him in, and then I'll get so much sleep. I'll be gorgeous. This was not the reaction SpongeBob had been hoping for. Actually, I'm just talking hypothetically, he said. Squidward's big smile immediately dropped into a frown. You mean you don't know who did it? He asked. Well, SpongeBob stammered, unsure what to say. He didn't really like to lie, but Squidward obviously was going to turn him in to the authorities if he told the truth. No, he finally said. Squidward slammed the door loudly in SpongeBob's face. Squidward? Asked SpongeBob. Sighing, he turned and walked away, right into Patrick. Gotcha! Said Patrick, wearing a detective's hat and staring through a magnifying glass. Ah! Screamed SpongeBob, but Patrick didn't seem to be speaking to SpongeBob. He was looking through his magnifying glass at something tiny on the boardwalk to Squidward's house. Where were you on the day of today? He asked accusingly. Don't play games with me, mister! Hey, Patrick, said SpongeBob. What are you doing? Patrick looked up from his magnifying glass and noticed SpongeBob for the first time. Oh, hi, SpongeBob, he said cheerfully. I'm just continuing my investigation of the Zoo Day disaster. SpongeBob's right eye started to twitch. He said, afraid to ask. Have you found out anything? Yes, exclaimed Patrick confidently. Then he scratched his head. No, wait. No. He picked up the tiny grain of sand. But this grain of sand looks pretty suspicious, and so does this rock. And I've got a few questions for this little piece of grass. Panting and sweating, SpongeBob ran away, holding his elbows high. Patrick called after him. Don't worry, SpongeBob. Patrick's on the case. The truth will be revealed. SpongeBob kept running, thinking, I'd better go see Sandy. She'll know what to do. Stay tuned for Chapter 5, coming up soon.